Hey cuties, PeachY here, welcome back to a new video, and in this video we have a bunch of Monster High and news from more Monster Ball leaks, new listings, new themes found, more restocks, and more, so stay tuned and let's get into it. First up, thanks to Cleo's Nile, we have this first look at this listing for a new Mattel Creations exclusive doll that's going to be released on January the 13th. Now, we know nothing else, we don't even know the price. All we know is that there's a listing. It's good. It's gonna come out on January the 13th. That's also a Friday, by the way. So that would be kind of perfect for a Skeletor release. And that's all we know. So what could it be? Well, people thought perhaps it could be the Cleo Denial and Deuce Gorgon 2-pack, the one that's been leaked already. But the problem there is that this 2-pack is not Mattel Creations exclusive, just like Holiday Dracula is also not Mattel Creations exclusive. So probably not the 2-pack. Now, what else do we have? Well, we have the Rochelle Goyle, Fangvo doll. Now her doll design is supposed to be unveiled early next year, so in January. So I don't think that she would come out right away in January. I think we're gonna get to see her first look in January, and then in February, pre-order. And then, that's how it's gonna happen. Now, what else does that leave us? That leaves us with either a Skeletor release of Elvira or Tiffany, or this could be this new rumored Claudine collector doll that's supposed to cost like $100. So it could be either one of those, but also judging by the release date, it's January the 13th. It's on a Friday. I feel like a Tiffany, one of the two Skeletor dolls, makes much more sense here. And the most popular rumor is that it's going to be the Elvira doll. So that seems very likely, but still very interesting to see that this is already a listing. It's already public, but we just don't know anything else. So that's kind of funny. Now, what is not funny is that whenever people leave comments asking about pre-production dolls for Cleo and Deuce, or maybe Abby, Gulia, Monster High, when they do reply, they just leave these cute emojis like teasing the hell out of us, and they never give actual answers. And I just wish they would actually release or make these pre-productions, and who knows, maybe it'll happen in the future. Maybe not pre-production series 2 since we already know the characters, but maybe in between. I don't know, it could happen. Probably not gonna happen, because even series 1 of Creep Productions is not being properly mass produced well enough. It's not hitting that demand of the store owners and production. So even that's just not going well. So I just wish they would get a grip, and then they could produce more characters, and it would sell so well. I mean, it's already been proven. So next up, we have new pictures of the Monster Ball Dracula head, thanks to Cleo's Nile / Dolls for Dessert on Instagram, and we can see more of the side profile as well for the rooting and also the tinsel. So the hairstyle obviously looks messy, and the rooting also looks like maybe early stages. And actually, there's an explanation as to why she also is using still the signature wave Dracula face up. That's because this is a hair test, thanks to @Dolls for Dessert explaining that on their story, that hair tests are basically when people use just random heads lying in a factory around to test out future hairstyles for future dolls and themes, to see how it'll actually translate in real life, and to tweak it, see how they can do it better. That's why it obviously looks messy, not because it's just a leak, and normal leaks sometimes are not the most tidy, but also because it's just literally just a demonstration purposes hair test head, and that's why the face up is also still the same one from the Wave 1 Dracula. So I hope that the final face up is going to look more exciting. I mean, I'm sure it will look more exciting, but I hope the makeup is just cuter, and maybe she'll look in a different direction. Let's see how the actual final look will be for the hairstyle, since now we know how it was supposed to look like. I also saw some comments of people mentioning how Frankie might look like if they do get included here. They could wear a suit, which I think is a great idea, since so far Frankie has been shown to be more feminine presenting, but obviously they are non-binary, so I really think that's going to be great to really show more of Frankie and what non-binary can mean, and that it's just a fluid state of feeling where it's not just feminine or masculine. It's like you can do whatever. It's like androgynous style. It's very cool, and so I feel like that would very much help to hit home that message and representation. Next up, we have a bunch of new Target listings thanks to at Image Updates 2022 on Instagram. So we have listings for a field trip, fashion doll, and then also entertainment doll, and a bunch of other listings. So starting off with the field trip dolls assortment, it's supposed to be retailing at $12.99, and of course we don't know anything about characters, how many characters, what it's gonna be like. We just know the title and the price, but even so, that kind of tells us a lot about what it could be. $12.99 is a very low price for an assortment, a field trip. That makes me think that perhaps it'll be similarly to the budget dolls that have come out for Frankie, Dracula, and Claudine. That they come with less stuff, but they still have full-on articulation. So I feel like, or I actually don't. I think they don't have the upper bust articulation, but they still have like the wrist and elbow. But they cost like what, 20 or like 15. So these are even cheaper than those, I think. So these might be budget dolls, and they might just come with less articulation. And so will these, perhaps, these fashion dolls, retailing at $10.99. So that's even cheaper. So these are for sure going to be budget dolls. But again, what characters, like what are they going to come with? My guess is that it's going to be literally just a doll, and that's it. Just a doll wearing some kind of outfit, very plain, and that's it. I do hope that it's not just going to be colored, like it's just like painted on. And then the last one is this entertainment doll, retailing at $20.99, so more expensive, but $29.99 is more like the same price like the signature wave, right? So I think that's probably going to be more like what we're going to see for this theme. Maybe more accessories, and since it's labeled as entertainment, maybe it'll be like they're going to a fair or they're going to the theater. I feel like that would be a really cool concept and something we have already seen before, but still cool. And since they come with more accessories, perhaps it'll also do well like that. So I guess just the question of like what kind of characters could be included in this all of these series. That's a great question. I mean, I feel like for the budget dolls, it's probably going to be the main 5 ghouls, like Frankie, Dracula, Claudine, Cleo, Laguna, and then for the entertainment one, since it's more like normal price for like what you're getting with more stuff, I think probably maybe more characters like Toralei, Deuce, Gulia, perhaps even a brand new character like with Toralei, like with Twyla. Twyla got introduced in that Creepover Party doll series, and that's also a little more expensive. So maybe they'll do something like that with a new character where they'll introduce it in a new theme series, and that's going to be like their first appearance as a doll. So that could perhaps be something. And we're not just getting 3 new themes, we're also getting a bunch of other stuff here that doesn't even have names yet. These are all just listings with Monster High. There's no actual price point or themes attached. So all this is even more things that are going to come out. There's a lot of stuff. And then lastly, thanks to Image Updates, we do have more restocks happening, like for instance in Boston, Texas here. It seems that they have more Creepover Party dolls, signature dolls. Also, the Ghouls of Spirit 6-pack is on sale, which is insane, for $50. And it used to cost like $125 or something in Walmart, by the way. This is in Walmart. So it doesn't seem to just be something in Texas, though. The Ghouls Spirit 6-pack seems to be going on sale in most Walmarts that carry them, as seen here in Michigan. Thanks to Cleo's Now for sharing. So it's a really good price, y'all. You better get that set while they have any left. And Australians rejoice because it seems Monster High Gen 3 is already coming your way. We have our first sighting at a Kmart in Eastland, Vic, Australia. They retailed at $39, and they only had Frankie, Cleo, and Claudine. Not only that, but we also have the listings for all of the dolls on the Big W website now in Australia as well. So if you live in Australia, then definitely go check their website out. The price is kind of steep, but what from what I've heard, in Australia it is just that expensive, unfortunately. But at least they're finally popping up in stores, in local toy stores, or just stores in general in Australia. So if you live in Australia, this is your time to shine now. Get your wallets ready. This is what you've been saving for, and it's time to go doll hunting. So yeah, that was the video. A bunch of exciting Monster High updates. I hope y'all enjoyed. Leave a like, share, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell if you haven't already, so you don't miss out when I post more content like this coming your way daily and keeping you up to date with all the dollty you love. Stay safe, be kind. I hope this next time. Stay peachy. Kisses.